Good evening. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Ann Decker, and I am a strings and chorus teacher. I'm sure many of us have met. Welcome tonight for the first concert of the 25-26 school season. We're so happy to have you here, and we are having a great time in class, and I hope you'll hear that coming through in our performance tonight. If you would silence your phones, that would be fantastic. And hello to all our live stream folks out there. We're happy you could join us. And here we go. We'll start the show.
So our first song today is going to be An Awful Tempest. An Awful Tempest is originally a poem written by Emily Dickinson. We're going to be singing a two-part arrangement of it by Jeffrey Cobb. The poem has a very Halloween-like spooky feel to it, so does the song. Emily Dickinson wrote this poem about a storm. The storm was very harsh and scary. She personifies the storm in many ways, like an awful tempest mashed the air, and the creatures chuckled on the roofs. Those are some of the lines you'll hear in the song. Both the piano music and the vocals by Jeffrey Cobb really capture the spookiness of the poem, but it still makes it pretty. At the top of our music, it says, like a coven of plotting witches. This is how we're supposed to sing the song. So sort of scary and harsh, but also graceful in place. We had a lot of fun learning this song, and we hope you enjoy it.
The next song we're going to sing is Waldeschnacht. From the name, you can all already assume that it's a German song. Waldeschnacht, a masterpiece that still sends shivers through the hearts of its listeners, was composed by Johannes Brahms and arranged by David Edelman. The title translates to Forest Night, and this piece beautifully captures the quiet mystery and the depth of nature after dusk. Its harmonies paint the image of a still forest where every sound echoes softly under the night sky. The voices and tones blend seamlessly, creating an atmosphere that feels both peaceful and haunting. Waldeschnacht reflects Brahms' romantic spirit and emotional, expressive, which is also timeless. This is a piece that truly reminds us how silence, nature, and music can come together to move any soul. Thank you.
Love is Love by Abby Bennett is a beautiful, hopeful song illustrating exactly what it sounds like, the importance of love in the world. Bennett composed this piece in dedication to the victims and survivors of hate crimes everywhere. Written shortly after the Pulse nightclub attack in Orlando in 2016, it highlights the need to continue loving despite challenges or setbacks. As Bennett said herself, love is often the bravest thing we do. May love prevail. This song is set in a 4-part canon, including the mantra. We invite you to sing the mantra along with us for the entirety of the song. We hope you feel the love through this song and enjoy singing along with us for our final piece. Thank you.
We really mean it. You're welcome to sing this song with us. So this is the line that you are welcome to join us on. It works the entire way through. We will change up the lines, notes mostly, but you are welcome to sing with us. I really encourage you to. It can feel really great. Here's how it goes. And the words are in your program. There's a lot of love. Okay, it goes. Love, love, love. All we need is love, love, love. All we need is love. And it repeats. Love, love. All we need is love, love, love. Okay, so there's the mantra. You're welcome to join us.
that we brought back to U-32 last spring was our return. And we are going to sing one piece to start off our year. It's called Afternoon on a Hill.
I will be the gladdest thing under the sun. I will touch 100 flowers and ignite one. I will look at glistening clouds with quiet eyes. Watch the wind bow down the grass and the grass rise. And when life begins to show up from the town, I will learn to just keep on and then start down. I will be the gladdest thing under the sun. I will touch 100 flowers and a coffee one. I will look at glistening clouds with quiet eyes. Watch the wind bow down the grass and the grass rise. I'll be the gladdest thing under the sun, under the sun.
Okay, hi everybody, I'm Catherine. Can everybody hear me? Perfect. So the first piece we're going to play for you today is called Ghost of John. This is a traditional arrangement by Susan C. Brown. This haunting piece was also sung by our chorus a little bit ago, so if it seems familiar at all, that's probably why. This is also our Halloween concert, so it has some haunting pieces in it. We really hope you enjoy that. It does have a few stops, so just make sure you watch our lovely conductor, Anne, to make sure that you know when the song is truly over. The violins have a really amazing spooky piece, so make sure you listen out for that. I hope you enjoy.
Our next song is an arrangement of Greensleeves by Ruth Elaine Schramm, and the program notes are as follows. This familiar folk song or carol has an interesting and fun pizzicato accompaniment that is easy to play but offers a unique setting. The melody is played arco, which means with a bow, so it stands out above the accompaniment and moves from section to section. These phrases will naturally be louder than the pizzicato sections. Enjoy.
Alright, so our last piece tonight is going to be Danza de mi Corazon, which translates to Dance in My Heart. This piece was written by Steven Rosenhaus in 2002. Danza de mi Corazon is a fiery tango that embodies its name with spirited energy. The melody switches between the four sections. Throughout this piece, there's a lyrical beauty that complements the more fast-paced and energetic parts. Danza de mi Corazon is fun and exciting while emitting a range of emotions. We cannot wait to play it for you tonight. Thank you.
everyone. I am so happy to introduce to you the teacher that has been working with the concert band and one of the teachers with the jazz band, and has just been an amazing person to come in and work with over the last couple of months, and we've got him for another month and a half. Please let me introduce Abel Alanis.
I don't like the way my voice sounds in here, so I'm going to try I think everyone can hear me. I'm pretty booming voice. So that last piece was a fun piece. Hopefully everyone recognized that. Some highlights from Moana. I had a couple of students who were very adamant about playing the song. And it ended up being a really fun song to play, and a challenging one at that. So we had a fun time with that one. This next tune is called Salvation is Created. It was originally written by Pavel Chesnikov, who was a Russian composer. Mainly did sacred choral music, and for most of his life, that's what he did until the end of his life, where he was forced to write secular music by the Soviet government. And this was one of the last sacred music pieces that he wrote for choir. It's a very beautiful lyrical piece. I hope you enjoy it. It's called Salvation is Created. This last piece we're going to play for you is a fun march called Fanfare for the 16th Empire. And for the longest time, we didn't realize why it was called Fanfare for the 16th Empire. And then one of our students said, well, you know, it's probably because it has so many 16th notes in it. So it's a really fun tune, good for younger groups to play, good to get them in the air going to the horn. So I hope you enjoy Fanfare for the 16th Empire.
Bye-bye.
this fall. We're just getting started. It's a modern band course. Eventually we'll come up with a different band name, but for now, the course is called Modern Band. And the group of us, actually most of us started on different instruments at the beginning of the year. And then we got into finally to some like reading lead sheets and started switching instruments, which is pretty fun. And so here's where we landed. We've got two partial songs for you. The first one, we checked out the lead sheet for an Alabama Shakes tune. That tune is called Hold On, and we'll be playing, we created a form from that song. So here's Hold On by Alabama Shakes. So the bonus of when our modern band meets is that it's exactly the same time as the jazz band meets. So we recruited some horns for this next tune, made our band a little bigger. We'll keep expanding, looking for some singers out there too. Maybe we could have some guest singers. People from the community? I just thought of that. Oh, Adeline, good idea. This is Oye Como Va, Santana. Okay, we have a very special treat for you tonight, besides all the treats you've already gotten. By the way, there might be some more food at the bake sale. Thanks for supporting that way. But we have had guests here at U-32 from Germany, and they've been in our classes and in our communities with our families. We have some hosts here that we're so grateful for. And we have, one of the teachers is a music teacher, and so we have a special solo performance by Marcus and his student Sarah, who are both here from Germany, and I believe leave tomorrow? So this is a goodbye.
Yeah, so hey, I'm Sarah, and I'm part of the school exchange. We had the opportunity to meet the most awesome people here in Vermont and U-32. And this is our way to say thank you. And we want to do this in a language that needs no translation, and that is the language of music. So please enjoy a romantic song from a late German singer-songwriter Leo Reiser. It's called Hold On To Your Love. And yeah, thank you very much, Abel, for joining in. So please enjoy. Novemberwind, deine Hoffnung verweht und du bist so müde, weil du nicht mehr weißt, wie es weitergeht, wenn ein kaltes Bett dich nicht schlafen lässt, dann halt dich an deiner Liebe fest, halt dich an deiner Liebe fest. An deiner Liebe, 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 an deiner Liebe.
All right, thank you very much. This is the last group of the evening. This is the Jasmine. Hope you enjoy. Jack's Gospel Shack. When I was looking for songs early in the year, I was just going through the spreadsheet of all the songs, and Deacon Jack's Gospel Shack is just such a catchy name that I had to listen to it and see what it sounded like. It turns out it was actually a really fun tune to play. It's really great. It's reminiscent of Miles Davis's So What, and a little bit of Art Blakey and Jazz Benjamin's Moment. On that last tune, while I was trying to awkwardly set up the solo mic, you heard from Riley Calderat. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Who recently just got the record for the longest field goal in U-32 with 45 yards. So this next song that we're going to do is a personal favorite of mine. I find it very important. It's called Manteca. It was written by Dizzy Gillespie, Chano Pazzo, and Gil Fuller. It's an important piece of jazz history because it introduced America to salsa music and the clave. Let me see, right here. I forgot to put the name or the date, but Gary Giddens of the Village Voice called Manteca one of the most important records ever made in the United States. And that's mainly because of its influence that it brought to America with Latin music. And it's one of the first standards that you hear the clave. So it's a real personal favorite of mine. I remember playing it with my high school, and I just felt like whenever I got the chance to lead an awesome group like this, I was going to try to play it. So hope you enjoy Manteca. One, two, ready, go. play a fun funk. Again, I was kind of looking for a song to round out the program for this concert, and I went to the all-knowing music library sheet music, or spreadsheet, and I found another fun tune called Candy Dancer. And when I looked it up, I didn't really expect much. Well, when I played it, it's a pretty grooving tune. It has a really fat beat, PH, not the other way. That sounds really cool. So I hope you enjoy this last funk tune that we have called Candy Dancer. Thank you so much for being here today. The last tune you heard from the wonderful Sophie Young, who's been putting a lot of effort into this. On this last tune, you're going to hear a fantastic wailing solo by our great Calvin Winters. One, two, three.